Making headlines this hour, President reiterates that education and upbringing is key to strong, active children who love Islam and the nation. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi says that India and the Maldives will continue to work together for the benefit of the people of both countries. And the academic new year commences following a one-month-long break, marking the first time in several years that the academic year has commenced in January.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to PSM News in English with me, Hafiz Abdul Sattar. Now the news in detail. President Muhammad Muiz sends a message of condolences to the President of the Philippines, Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., following a tragic ferry capsize incident. The MV Trisha Kirsten III was sailing in good weather from the port city of Zamboanga to southern Jolo Island in Sulu province when 332 passengers and 26 crew members. It sank about a nautical mile, nearly 2 kilometers from the island village of Baluk in Basilan province. In his message, President Muiz expressed a deep sorrow over the incident, which claimed the lives of several people. The President conveyed his condolences to President Marcos Jr., the government and the people of the Philippines, as well as to the families of those who lost their lives in the tragedy. He also wished a speedy recovery to those injured in the incident and expressed hope for the successful search and rescue of those reported missing. President Dr. Muhammad Muiz reiterates that the education and upbringing is key to strong, active children who love Islam and the nation. The President made the remarks in a message shared on social media to mark the start of the new academic year, which began today. In his message, President Muiz extended his best wishes to education administrators, teachers, parents, and students, wishing them success as the new school year gets underway. He said that learning and teaching are not only educational duties, but also significant religious and national responsibilities. The President stressed that the country can achieve the bright future desired by its people only if all parties cooperate and act with sincerity in fulfilling this responsibility. The President concluded his message by praying for the continued strengthening and development of the education system and for the success of raising intelligent, well-mannered and morally upright children within educational institutions. As the new academic year begins, more than 77,000 students have enrolled in 218 government schools across the country. A total of 10,500 teachers have been deployed in government schools to teach students this academic year. President Dr. Muhammad Muiz advises students to begin their day with the Fajr prayer, calling on parents to ensure their children are guided and shaped accordingly. The President made the remarks while addressing the opening ceremony of the newly inaugurated Shahid Ali School in Hulumale Phase 2.
Speaking at the ceremony, President Muiz said the school is named in honor of the jihad of King Ali, who fought to protect the country's independence. He said the name reflects efforts to instill patriotism in the hearts of children and youth in line with the government's policy of shaping the nation's future. The President urged students to learn from the sacrifice and courage of King Ali and to instill patriotism in their hearts by always thinking about what they can do for their country. He said education is meant to develop the mind, stressing that national development requires the strengthening of thought and values alongside physical infrastructure. President Muiz said every child is a Muslim firmly rooted in the holy religion of Islam, adding that daily life should be lived in accordance with Islamic teachings. He urged all students to observe the 5 obligatory prayers emphasizing the importance of praying on time and starting the day with a Fajr prayer. The President said parents have a responsibility to ensure their children uphold these practices. The President also highlighted that inclusive education is a key policy of the current administration. He said facilities to support inclusive education have been established at Shahid Ali School and efforts are underway to expand inclusive education to other parts of the country. He concluded by urging students to make full use of the opportunities provided by the government and called on all stakeholders to work together to strengthen the education system.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi says that India and the Maldives will continue to work together for the benefit of the people of both countries. The Prime Minister made the remarks in a social media post responding to a message shared by President Mohammad Muiz on the occasion of India's Republic Day. In his post, Prime Minister Modi said he respectfully accepted the congratulations and best wishes extended by President Muiz to mark India's 77th Republic Day. He added that the two countries will continue to cooperate closely in the interest of both nations and their people. Prime Minister Modi concluded his message by wishing the people of the Maldives a continued happiness and well-being. India's Republic Day is celebrated annually on 26th January, marking the adoption and enforcement of the country's constitution in 1950. The day also commemorates the swearing-in of Dr. Rajendra Prasad as India's first president. The new academic year commences following a month-long school break, marking the first time in several years that the academic year has commenced in January.
More than 77,000 students have been enrolled across 218 government schools nationwide. As in previous years, a significant number of students have been admitted to Grade 1. A total of 4,790 students were admitted to Grade 1 this year. Of these, 1,748 students were admitted to schools in Male area, while 3,042 students were admitted to Grade 1 in schools across atolls. This year, 1,530 students requested transfers from atolls to schools in Male area. In addition, 836 students transferred from Male to schools in Hurumale. A total of 10,500 teachers have been deployed in government schools at the start of the academic year. This includes 8,000 local teachers and 2,500 foreign teachers. A new permanent school has also been opened in Hurumale Phase 2. The school has enrolled more than 1,900 students across grades 1 to higher levels and will be staffed by 230 teachers. Ministry of Education began preparations for the academic year in advance. Distribution of textbooks to schools commenced in December last year. In addition, recruitment of teachers was carried out alongside extensive work on school infrastructure development, including renovation projects. According to this year's academic calendar, schools will close for students after the first week of Ramadan and will resume on 23rd March following Eid holidays. The first term will conclude from 14th July, while the second term will begin on 2nd August. Students will have a major holiday from 18th December to 12th January 2027.
First Lady Sajida Muhammad says it is important to elect local councils that will convey the needs of the people to the government. She made the remarks while speaking at the opening of a campaign event for the Mafan South constituency. Addressing the gathering, the First Lady said the candidates contesting the upcoming local council elections on behalf of the ruling People's National Congress (PNC) are individuals who do not require further introduction. She said the public recognizes that President Mohammad Muiz is an active leader and that local councils must consist of representatives who are willing to work alongside such leadership. She added that there is no benefit to the public in electing representatives who seek to oppose the government. The First Lady stressed that it is essential to elect candidates who will work for the benefit of the public in the upcoming local council elections. She concluded by urging voters to elect representatives who will cooperate with the government and work collectively to address the needs of the people. Minister of Foreign Affairs Dr. Abdullah Khalil says that relations between the Maldives and India are founded on working together for the benefit of the people of both countries. The Foreign Minister made the remarks while speaking at a ceremony held at the Social Center to mark India's 77th Republic Day.
Addressing the gathering, Foreign Minister Dr. Khalil extended congratulations to Draupadi Murmu, Narendra Modi, the Government of India and the people of India on the occasion. He highlighted the long-standing friendship between the Maldives and India, describing it as a relationship rooted not only in history but also in practical cooperation aimed at improving the lives of citizens in both countries. Dr. Khalil said India has consistently been a supportive partner to the Maldives, noting that Indian assistance has brought tangible benefits to the Maldivian people.
From grant aid, high-level impact community development projects to substantial line of credit assistance, India's support has delivered real and significant benefit to the Maldivian people over the decades. Our partnership has created opportunities for both our nations. Indian assistance and strength of our partnership are perhaps most visible in health and education sector.
India's Republic Day is celebrated annually on 26 January, marking the adoption and enforcement of the country's constitution in 1950. The day also commemorates the swearing-in of Dr. Rajendra Prasad as India's first president.
High Commissioner of India to the Maldives, G. Balasubramaniam, reveals that economic ties between the Maldives and India continue to strengthen steadily. He made the remarks while speaking at a ceremony held at the Social Center to mark India's 77th Republic Day.
Addressing the gathering, High Commissioner highlighted the close cooperation between the two countries, noting that India's economy is currently the world's fourth largest and one of the fastest growing globally. He said India is making significant progress across all sectors and added that numerous joint infrastructure development projects being undertaken by India and the Maldives have further strengthened economic relations between the two nations.
The profile of our development cooperation has grown considerably. We have had good progress in many projects and handed over 4,000 social housing units, Hanimadu International Airport, MOD building and other HICDP projects during the course of the year. Our trade and economic cooperation, including investments in tourism sector, has been steadily growing.
The High Commissioner also expressed confidence that political relations between the Maldives and India will continue to grow stronger in the future. The Republic Day ceremony was attended by senior government officials, former presidents and city mayors.
The Maldives Ports Limited MPL begins a major upgrade and maintenance project for the RTG cranes used for container handling at the Male Commercial Port.
MPL said the comprehensive upgrade is aimed at ensuring the continued reliability and efficiency of the cranes, which have been in operation since 2007. After approximately 19 years of service, the company noted that the upgrade is essential to maintain performance and operational reliability. The project will be implemented in two phases. Under the first phase, MPL will modernize the control and drive systems of the RTG cranes. The second phase will involve power and engine replacements to further enhance performance and efficiency. According to MPL, the first phase of the upgrade is currently underway and is scheduled to be completed before the second phase begins in July this year. The company said delays in cargo clearance have previously been a concern raised by traders. MPL noted that upgrading the RTG cranes will help accelerate port operations, improve cargo handling efficiency and ease difficulties faced in clearing goods. In addition to upgrading the cranes, MPL said it is working to further strengthen port services. As part of these efforts, changes have been made to port operations to allow new vessels to enter the port limit area on a 24-hour basis. MPL said the upgrade project reflects its commitment to improving operational efficiency and service delivery at Male Commercial Port.
China will work to boost domestic consumption in services while stepping up efforts to push consumers to buy more goods, an official says in the latest move to address industrial overcapacity and reduce the economy's reliance on overseas demand.
China will, quote, nurture fresh growth areas in service consumption and grasp the trend of consumption upgrading, unquote, Vice Commerce Minister Yang Dong said at a news conference, citing potential growth areas including transportation, tourism, automotive, domestic services such as cleaning, and online services including live streaming. China will also optimize existing consumer goods trade-in programs to encourage people to buy goods such as cars and home appliances. Yang Mu, head of the Commerce Ministry's Department of Consumption Promotion, told the briefing. There will be an effort to support foreign invested enterprises in the push, Wang Ye, a Commerce Ministry official, added, including by supporting foreign invested companies in participating in government procurements and tenders.
A fire broke out after an explosion at a biscuit factory near the central Greek city of Trikala, killing 3 people and leaving another 2 missing, the fire brigade said.
Factory owner Violanta S.A. said the cause was unclear, according to a statement cited by the Athens news agency. A video released on Monday showed flames engulfing the factory with numerous emergency services vehicles at site. The buildings, the layout of the business park, and the fencing seen in the video matched file, satellite imagery, and Reuters footage of the area. The date when the video was recorded was verified by Reuters reports that the incident happened on Monday. 8 of 13 people at the factory managed to escape, while 3 bodies were recovered and another 2 people were missing, fire officials told Reuters. Investigators and disaster response units went to the scene. 6 people, including a firefighter, were treated at a local hospital, mainly for respiratory problems, but their lives were not at risk, the health minister Adonis Georgiadis told ERT News Radio.
Jessica Pegula knocked out defending champion Madison Keys at the Australian Open on Monday as the American 6th seed secured a dominant 6-3, 6-4 victory to reach the quarterfinals at Melbourne Park for the 4th time.
Facing a close friend with whom she hosts the Players Box podcast, Pegula made a blistering start at Rod Laver Arena and only briefly let the momentum slip early in the match to remain on course for a first major title. 4th seed Amanda Anisimova maintained her Grand Slam momentum by beating China's Wang Xingyu 7-6-4, 6-4 to reach her first Australian Open quarterfinal, where she will face fellow American Pegula. The hard-hitting 24-year-old has been in imperious form at Melbourne Park this year and has not dropped a set as she bids for a first major title after runner-up finishes at Wimbledon and the US Open in 2025. Anisimova struggled to find her range in a tight first set. However, as Wang, spurred on by a vocal contingent of Chinese fans, held her own in the early exchanges and saved a set point before her American opponent won the tiebreak. In the men's contest, 5th seed Lorenzo Musetti produced an inspired display to ease past American Taylor Fritz 6-2, 7-5, 6-4 at Rod Laver Arena and reached the Australian Open quarterfinals for the first time, setting up a meeting with 10 times champion Novak Djokovic. The Italian came through a 5-set battle with Tomasz Machasz in the last round, but it did not appear to have taken much out of him as he broke Fritz's big serve twice in the opening set. Musetti played with authority and artistry towards the end of the second set, which he secured by winning 3 straight games before breaking early in the third set to heap the pressure on the American. 9th seed Fritz, who was moved all over the court by his 23-year-old opponent, dug deep to stay in touch, but Musetti served out the victory in style for a tantalizing meeting with 24 times major champion Djokovic.
A nearly 2-year-old Indo-Pacific leopard shark, known for its distinctive spotted pattern, has been released into the clear waters of Myton Island, 9 kilometers southeast of Phuket, marking a milestone in Thailand's efforts to restore the endangered species.
Once common in Thai waters, leopard sharks have declined sharply due to fishing bycatch, overfishing, and habitat loss, including mangrove destruction and coral reef degradation. The species is now listed as endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. The release is part of the STOP Project Thailand, the Stegostoma tigrinum augmentation and recovery project, led by conservation group ReShark and run under WildAid and Ocean Blue Tree in collaboration with Thai government agencies, aquariums, and marine conservation organizations. The program successfully released 7 leopard sharks in 2025. Each shark is fitted with an acoustic tag, allowing researchers to monitor movement and survival. 20 underwater receivers have been deployed across Panga Bay in Upper Andaman Sea, with data collected every 2 to 4 months. Before release, the sharks undergo extensive preparation. After being bred and raised in aquariums for about a year, they are transferred to the Phuket Marine Biological Center for behavioral conditioning, where they develop natural foraging skills. They are then moved to a sea pen near Myton Island, spending around 8 months adapting to natural conditions. 2 days before release, marine veterinarians from the Department of Marine and Coastal Resources conducted final health checks, including ultrasound examinations, DNA sampling, and the fitting of tracking devices. Leopard sharks play a vital role in maintaining marine ecosystem balance by controlling prey populations and are also a draw for divers. However, widespread coral bleaching in the early 2010s further reduced their ability to sustain wild breeding populations. Private aquariums, including Aquaria Phuket, currently the only facility in Thailand breeding leopard sharks under controlled conditions, are playing a key role in the recovery effort. Metavi stressed that long-term success depends not only on releasing sharks, but on protecting their habitats, reducing pollution, and improving marine resource management.
And that's all we have for this hour. Thank you for watching. Wish you all a very pleasant day ahead.